All right, let's just get right into it. No fluff, no long intro, because we're talking about something real today. We're talking about that moment when the excitement you started with, well, it just dies. You know what I'm talking about, right? That first week, maybe two, you're on fire, running on the pure energy of a fresh start. And man, that energy was awesome. But let's be real, it's gone now.
And that brings us right here, to this first idea. It's all about facing that reality head on. What do you do when the motivation packs its bags and leaves, and all you're left with is, well, the work?
You see, that dopamine hit you get from starting something brand new, that feeling that this is it, this is the one, it has a shelf life. And if you're tuned in right now, odds are yours has officially expired. That incredible feeling of potential, it's just, poof, vanished.
So what's left when that's gone? It's just the work. That's it. Stripped of all the excitement, all the glamour, all that new beginning energy. It's just the day in, day out grind.
So welcome to the middle. This is where the real game is played. And this isn't a test of talent. It's not about who's got it and who doesn't. This is the test that separates the people who are just riding a temporary wave of emotion from the ones who are building something real from day one.
Which leads us to a really important question you've got to ask yourself. Now that the feeling is gone, what do you actually have left? Did you build a system, a structure that can carry you through this? Or was the whole thing just built on a mood, a feeling that was never ever meant to last?
To really wrap our heads around this, we need a good mental model. So let's borrow a brilliant idea from James Clear, because he has a name for this exact feeling of being stuck on a plateau. He calls it the Valley of Disappointment.
This valley, it's that super frustrating gap between what we think our progress should look like, that straight upward line, and the much slower, messier reality of how skills are actually built. It's that phase where your work is paying off, but all the results are compounding invisibly, just under the surface where you can't see them yet.
And this right here really tells the story, doesn't it? Our brain expects progress to be linear and fast. We want to see results now. But real progress? It's slow, it compounds, it's almost always invisible at the start. And this is exactly why your mind starts to freak out, why it starts asking, is any of this even working? You're putting in the effort, but you're getting zero positive feedback.
So here's the big reframe. This is the most important part. Hitting this valley does not mean you've made a wrong turn. It's the opposite. That struggle, that plateau, that feeling of getting nowhere, that is proof that you're on a real path. This feeling is the price of admission.
Now let's add another tool to our kit. The ancient philosopher Epictetus laid out 3 stages of development that map perfectly onto this whole experience. This is going to help you figure out exactly where you are on this journey.
Okay, so stage 1 is the student. This is the honeymoon phase. Everything's new, exciting. The ideas feel life-changing. Enthusiasm is through the roof. But let's be honest, the actual application is pretty surface level. Stage 3 is the philosopher. That's the master, where knowledge and execution are basically the same thing. But it's that messy stage in between that we've really got to talk about.
You are here. Stage 2, the practitioner. And this is, by far, the most difficult and dangerous place to be. It's that point where the ideas aren't shiny and new anymore, and you know just enough to be painfully aware of how much you don't know. In fact, your awareness of how bad you are is actually growing faster than your skill, and that feels terrible.
And this quote just nails it. Feeling uncomfortable right now isn't a sign that your plan is broken. This feeling is the plan. It's the work. And the temptation to run back to stage 1, to find a new book, a new strategy, a new fresh start, it's at an all-time high right now. You have to resist it. The only way out is to go through.
Okay, so if the middle is a test of systems over feelings, what does a good system actually look like? The beginning can run on hype. The middle needs infrastructure. Without it, you're just going to quietly quit, maybe without even noticing you're doing it.
First thing you need is a weekly anchor. This is one single practice that is absolutely non-negotiable. You do it every single week, no matter how you feel, no matter what your results were. Maybe it's a deep weekly review. Maybe it's logging every trade. Whatever it is, this is your backbone. It keeps you developing even when your motivation is totally shot.
Second, you need a monthly proof point. This is a metric, a number, that proves to you that you're getting better, even when it doesn't feel like it. But you have to be careful about what you measure. We are tracking the process, not the outcome. So we're looking at your rule adherence rate, not your P&L. We're tracking the number of impulsive mistakes you avoided, not your account balance. This is hard data that proves you're changing, and it's for you and you alone. And finally, the most important piece of infrastructure you can build, a reason that actually survives the middle. And listen, this isn't the same reason you started with. That was probably about desire, a big, exciting vision. The reason that gets you through the middle is quieter, but it's way stronger. It has to be about your identity. It's a decision you make about the person you refuse to become.
And all of this, everything we've talked about, it all comes down to one single question. The question that really decides if you make it through the middle or if you just fade out like most people do.
Look, anyone can begin. You did that. Starting is common. It's easy. It's fueled by novelty. The real challenge, the thing that makes all the difference, it's not in the beginning.
This is it. This is the whole game. Continuation. Can you show up when the work is just the work? On day 90, when no one's cheering for you and nothing feels new or exciting, can you continue? So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What is the reason you will still be here on day 60 when every last drop of novelty is gone? I'm not asking why you started. I'm asking why you will continue. And if you don't have an answer for that right now, finding it is your most important job because the middle, it's not coming. It's already here.